Hello and welcome to Nctv. I'm your host, Sandcaster.
My name is Aiden Aguilar. Hope that everyone had a great break and a happy New Year's.
Our first story will be with Troy and Evan T. about the Humane Society.
I'd say this year, have you seen an increase or a decrease in adopting the older pets?
An increase due to COVID.
Say, have we had more or less animals brought in this year?
We've had more puppies come to us, some with their moms, some without.
Yeah.
Cats, it's nonstop.
Oh.
We have waiting lists for people
really?
to bring us their animals for one reason or another. Yeah, we have waiting lists.
Is there a reason why there's more puppies than not?
Yeah, because people aren't spaying or neutering. Well, it is accidental, but some are actually doing it to make money.
Yeah.
If you've ever noticed on Facebook,
Well,
there's
a lot of
constantly, and they try to hide it because legally on Facebook you can't sell animals anymore. And they try to hide it, but there's a lot of it going on right now. And they're not purebreds, they're pit bulls.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because the pit bulls already have such a bad rap.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they're not all bad. It's
No, it's
sometimes just the owner.
who raises them.
Yeah. So yeah, we do see more of that. Cats, it's been kitten season since spring, last spring. I mean, it's just been nonstop. So why, I'm not sure. And there's also a problem with people dumping their animals here.
Oh, really?
All over town, yeah, they'll dump them, and people will find them. Some of them will take them in. Others will just feed them and keep them, outdoors, but they'll put food out for them. But the problem is they're not trapping them, spraying and neutering. And we do have a program now that does that, trap, neuter, release. And so that helps kind of cut down the populations. But those who will not spay and neuter, that's a huge issue for us. We don't get any funding from the city, the state, county. We don't get any funding. All of it is donations. It's important that people donate this time of the year because that's our supplies that will last us through July.
Yeah, so
And
it's all basically the community that helps keep this going.
It's strictly the community, yeah. People donating. If somebody passes away and they leave us a pretty good sum of money, then we use that money to help the shelter.
Yeah.
Every penny we get goes back into the animals.
And in the past few years, like during COVID and stuff, have you seen more or less adoptions
We
happening?
saw a lot
A lot
more adoptions, yeah.
On the topic of break, Eli and Anthony decided to go talk to people and see how their breaks were going.
Back from winter break. Christmas and New Year's is past. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. And we'll be talking to people and asking them how their Christmases and New Year's have gone.
That's it. Cut it off.
Not bad. It was all pretty good.
Good. My Christmas is really good.
It was a great Christmas. In fact, I was able to give more gifts than I thought I would be able to this year.
Christmas was great. All we did was sit around the fire, relax, open presents, eat some good food, and really just embrace the moment, embrace the solitude.
A little bit of both. Because for most of Christmas break, I was in South Dakota, but for Christmas Eve and the day of Christmas, I had to come back so I could spend it with my mom.
Truck. I got truck. I spent it up in Green River, just hung out with family, and that's about all I did.
My favorite part of Christmas this year was probably going to be going to get like my family gifts to
Oh no, we just stayed in town. With it being winter time in Wyoming, Midwest, this best that we not travel due to weather and things like that. Plus, we just like to be secluded from everything and actually get to enjoy each other's presence since we don't really get to do that during the year.
My main thing is to try and not be as much of an introvert and try to make a few more friends because I have like 3.
Fix truck. My favorite part was the amount of family time I spent. We did puzzles, played a couple games. I hung out with mostly people I'd never actually get to see too often. I haven't really thought of it, and really probably just start doing things I haven't done really. Probably the most basic and boring thing you've heard.
My New Year's resolution this year is to be a better person overall and to join the U.S. Army this year.
I always want to get better. I never have a plan in place of what I like to do. To me, New Year's Day was just just another day. So if I'm not getting better, then I'm not doing what I set out to do from when I was younger. So no New Year's resolution, just keep pushing.
People talk about this New Year, new me type stuff. No. New Year, bigger me, more me. It's happening.
Done. Leaving. Next up, Aiden, Mason, and I made a segment over how to park.
Nice stop.
Hi, this is Mason with Nctv, and today we're going to be covering NC's bad parking and recent Instagram accounts that have surfaced about the topic. Before we show this segment, this is how you park.
Look at that amazing parking. In between the lines, not hitting anything, so slow and so nice. Wow, that's pretty good parking right there. Now look at this guy, just going around pretty fast around a parking lot, mostly a school parking lot, unneeded and always searching for a parking space, but there is none. And look at him now, parking in 2 spaces, not only 1. Oh, he's getting out, and I guess that's good for him. But what about other people? Now back to this man. Look at this man. He's all waiting and ready for everything that's gonna come to him. Now, the slow initial parking between the lines, like I said before, between the cars, amazing, good speed, and everything like that. Perfect stop, no jolts back. And look at that, slow speeds, straight ahead, tires forward, and parking in the spaces. No over the line, no hitting the cars, and a nice stop. Coming up, Mark's record review.
I've returned to talk about my favorite albums with you guys for at least one more year. So hopefully this is a good one. I'm gonna just cut to the chase. Let's get right into it. When I'm not spending my time listening to progressive emo albums that make me feel better and more smart because I'm listening to them, I do enjoy a good pop album. And the 2020s so far have been kind of, they've been average for pop music. But the album we're gonna be talking about today is nothing less than just a perfect pop record in my opinion. I of course am talking about one of the biggest pop sensations in recent years, Olivia Rodrigo and her debut album Sour. O-Rod is a Disney alumni who made a name for herself off of a run of successful Disney shows, and not unlike her contemporaries such as like Miley Cyrus or Selena Gomez, has made an even bigger splash in the pop music world. The first time that O-Rod's music came to my attention was when Driver's License came out, and Driver's License was huge off Impact. I wasn't the biggest fan of it when it first came out. I thought it sounded a little samey, it just sounded like Lorde, and if I want to listen to Lorde, God willing, I'm going to listen to Lorde. But something like clicked with this song, and especially people who use the app TikTok a lot. I wasn't truly won over by O-Rod's music until her third single, Good For You, came out. Anyone who knows me knows that I have a huge soft spot for pop punk, and Good For You just sounds like something Paramore would have made in the early 2000s. It has a fiery chorus, insane production, incredible music video. And that's another thing about Olivia. Her visuals and her just like her artwork and you know how she presents herself is very reminiscent of like popular pop music artists before her, like Lorde, like I said before, and Hayley Williams. It's kind of hard to make a good pop punk song at this point. And 2021 and 2020 were both pretty big years for the genre. We saw people like MGK and TikTok stars like Lil Huddy and Jaden Hossler kind of making the dive into the genre. And to be quite frank with you, MGK sucks, and Lil Huddy, stop saying I look like him. And to get back on track, when Sour came out, I put aside my pretentious music review reviews and gave the album a fair shake. Through the first listen, I knew that this was something special. Olivia's not much older than me, and her producers are making some of the most catchy, some of the most heart-wrenching pop songs I've heard in a long time. And it's clear that Olivia has such a good knack for songwriting, because I'll see my mother listening to a song like Favorite Crime, and I'm like, girl, who hurt you? But then I realized that the production's just that good and the songs are just that great that you don't have to relate to it necessarily to listen to it. If she stays on this winning streak, we could very well have a new Taylor Swift on our hands, in my opinion. Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. It is the best pop album of 2021. And one of the best albums of 2021 in my opinion.
Yeah, apathy is like a wound inside. Maybe I'm too emotional. Or maybe you never cared at all.
Since winter is here, Danica, Evan Woods, and Colton decided to cover the beginning of the downhill ski team season.
Good afternoon. This is Colton Shippen with Nctv. Today we will be talking about the Alpine ski team. NC's ski team practices at Hogadon, more specifically the Run Dreadnought, whenever it's open. The ski team travels all around the state to places like Snowy Range and Red Lodge. Let's go see what the race is like.
My name is Ava Williams. I'm a junior at Turner County High School, and I am on the Alpine ski team. I've been racing for 3 years and skiing for about 11. We take a lot of trips on the ski team. We go all over the state. We get to go to Montana, and then the kids who qualify for the really big races get to go to really cool places like Mammoth Mountain, California. My favorite trip that I've taken has definitely been last year at state when we went to Snow King, and that's about it.
My name's Aleka Blair. I'm in 11th grade. I've been on the NC race team this is my 3rd year. And then my favorite race was probably Red Lodge when they got like 2 feet of snow and we couldn't even race. Just got to free ski the whole day.
My name is Dallin. I'm in 9th grade. This is my 1st year on the ski team, and I'm most excited to race at Red Lodge.
Thank you to everyone that stayed through to the end of the video. Thank you for watching and have a good night.
Ending off this episode, we're going to tune into Shay's New Year skit.
New Year, more homework. I remember when math homework was the worst thing in the world. Math is not nearly the worst thing happening in the world. But carry on. Alright, which New Year is this? Also, hitting me would be the worst thing to happen to you? Hey girl, what? Right. Anyways, let's get a move on before the other one shows up. Another one? I don't even know who you are. Oh please. With how much TV you watch, you'd be able to connect the dots now. I don't watch that much TV. Anyways, I'm you from the future, and hello there. Don't be alarmed. I'm you from the future, and I come in peace. Why do you always introduce yourself like an alien? At least I know how to introduce myself. So if you time travel, you get ripped in half. It's based off every freaking movie. And it's just, hey, she's from the near future, I'm from the far. The really far to be exact. What, you don't have specific dates? It's all pretty fuzzy. Okay, one more question. If you're like very old, how do we look the same? Did you hear about that dinosaur embryo? Well, they created an amazing anti-wrinkle cream with it. Now, we've come to tell you something very important. Stop getting egg salad sandwiches from gas stations. You look like a building just fell on you, and that's it? Hey, good guess. Well, I gotta go fight some mutant wasps. I'll see you later. We still on for checkers later? Of course. Well, bye. What? Don't worry about it. Also, if you tell anybody about this, we'll come for you. Bye-bye. I knew the eggnog was bad.
Thanks to everybody who stuck around this long.
We enjoy making these episodes for you guys.
This is Nctv. See y'all later.
Bye.
Goodbye.